chanu tiktak. Akela le cacat tak khang aku le tam tak suka ye. Akela le tam mai tak ku. Chanu tingap gue. Gue bola me. Ya aku lah le apa langan lang deh. Jam salangan ah. Ayinok sinyo nang. Sang hisang lampung ma sinyo. Sinyo nga kwa. Sinyo eh. Kulihan ng samang nai kwa. Lang se. Ako niya.
The first thing we did at the foot of the hill leading to the enemy village was to consult the gods. We did the customary divination with the banana leaf. The seniors among us saw the pattern of the strips and said we would succeed. Nothing could stop us. We made our way up the steep climb. Halfway up the hill, we stopped briefly to eat together the customary meal before the attack. We shared the rice, boiled leaves, and burnt rats that were prepared the day before. It was followed by a sumptuous drink of rice beer. All the while, we were on the lookout to make sure no one from the village had seen us approaching. After the quick meal, we resumed our climb. Soon enough, we were close to the top of the hill where our enemy village stood. We gathered together to pledge our allegiance to each other. We mingled our spittle as a sign that we will stand by and defend each other in case of a counterattack. From our vantage position at the edge of the village, we could see two unarmed enemy villagers working. The village guards were talking further away. We decided to spread out and make the attack. Takai Wancho shot one of the men and he was the first to reach and cut the head. Tahadao and Puman cut the leg and the hands. We were chased by the village guards, but we managed to escape with one enemy head. It was a glorious return to the Morang in our village. Puman scalped the head and took for himself the prized hair. We beat the victory tune on the drum in the Morang in our village and let the village know of our success. Finally, it was the most awaited event in my life. I was granted the privilege to tattoo my face as a sign of my proven courage. Elder Hoang Wangsu's loud cry awoke Takai Wangsu from his dream. For Takai, it was an anticlimax to hear Elder Hoang Wangsu describe how their expedition had failed and had to return without an enemy head. It is 2008 and there are no more headhunting expeditions among Takai's tribe. The last recorded event was in the late 1970s. But the telltale signs of the courageous tribesmen who had hunted enemy heads are ubiquitous in the form of preserved skulls, skull ornaments, and the most prized and honored possession of Wancho males, the face tattoo. The Wancho tribe of Takai lives in the Tirap district of Arunachal Pradesh in India. Legends hold that they migrated to their present habitat from the Burma region sometime before the 13th century. Today, they are a peace-loving tribe that lives on agriculture. Their villages are situated on top of hills and require sturdy legs to reach them. Wanchos build low-roof thatch houses that have the natural land surface as floor. The houses are normally built on gentle slopes and have a bamboo terrace at the steeper end of the slope. Animal heads adorn the houses and declare the wealth of the family. Separate smaller storage houses are built for grains. The Wanchos eat rice, maize, millet, and other grains that they cultivate. The rice beer prepared in each home is a regular beverage for all times and seasons. The landscape of the Wancho region of the Tirap district is mostly steep hills with patches of bamboo groves and shrubs. This single piece of wood, measuring nearly 3 meters in breadth, preserved in the bachelor's dormitory in the Longhao village, remains the sole witness to the large trees and dark forests that once occupied these hills. The Mithuns, an important element of the barter system of the Wanchos, roam the hill slopes. The chieftainship and the bachelor's dormitory, known as Morang, are two important institutions around which the entire socio-cultural life of the tribe revolves. The chiefs belong to the Wangam class, the highest of the 4-tier Wancho class structure. They enjoy all privileges to this day, from owning all the land, having their houses built by the villagers, and even a selection and choice of wives. The other 3 classes are the Wangchas, Wangchus, and Wangpans. The bachelor's dormitory or the Morang, where in the past the grown-up boys of the village lived together, was a place of training for youth. It continues to this day to serve its other purposes of a place for discussions and a guard post from where messages are sent out in the form of drum beats. The erstwhile headhunters are known for their courage and tenacity. The great importance given to manly valor, courage and strength is evident to this day. The war dances continue to inspire the young men. Even the ornaments they proudly wear at important events speak of their prowess in hunting. The Tun Hu, or the face tattoo, was the greatest sign of valor that a man could achieve. Tattoo on the face was reserved to men. It gave the man concerned great honor among men, and the women of the village vied with each other to have such a man as husband.
Lang hao la ka aku la kom nok mi tham san le kom nok kap de mi he la le lan man lang ni ta ka kwa aku le kom nok pe kom thong ma lan man ba ya na ko ya chun nak lang quái đình sầm quái lang quái thằng khập quái tubu hua tu gunang ia cak tu gunang ia tu gunang zan ho thamme zakat thamme tubu ia tu gunang i khasa pak tu gunang.
But it was not there for the taking. Only a valiant man that had hunted an enemy head would be allowed by the chief of the village to have the privilege of the face tattoo. Tattooing was always accompanied by a festive meal. Though all the team members of a successful headhunting expedition could avail the privilege of a tattoo on the chest or shoulders, many valiant men would refuse to tattoo themselves till they cut an enemy head. The skulls of the hunted enemy heads used to be kept as trophies in or around the Morang. These trophies were believed to bring prosperity to the village. Today, most of them have been buried. But some villages still have them, though not preserved well. Tattooing to depict valor for men and to enhance beauty and declare status for women was an intrinsic part of the Wancho culture.
The practice of tattooing was very common and popular among the Wanchos of Trap district. The Wancho males practiced tattoos to depict their valor. The tattooing of their faces was to depict that the man had actually hunted the enemy head during the heart hunting expeditions. Whereas tattooing on the shoulder and the chest depict that the person had actually participated in the headhunting expedition.
As a result of the increased contact with the outside world, the practice of tattooing has quite disappeared.
When I reached the Wancho area, tattooing had more or less disappeared, even though it was happening in one or two villages, interior villages, but I was not able to record the actual tattooing being done. Now what the people told me, and I found plenty of people with tattoos in the women tattooed on their legs, on their stomach, on their breast, the men tattooed on their faces, their shoulders, some of them even on their the whole chest tattooed with different designs. So I found most of them with tattoos there.
Tattooing was done by specialists, mostly women. Prior to tattooing, the women collect the leaves of a plant called hum. Then a resin called jing from a tree is burnt in the fire, and the fire is covered with a lid on which the soot is collected. The resulting soot is mixed with the sap obtained from the hum leaf. When the occasion arises for a tattooing function, the specialists are invited. First, the design of the tattoo based on class and rank is drawn on the face or body. The design of the tattoo is then pricked with thorns on a small cane, and the special paste is allowed to soak into the body. It is a very painful process. The Wancho tribe is experiencing a fast transition. It has today just a few men left to narrate firsthand the days of headhunting and to demonstrate their hard-earned tattoos. The struggle to move into modernity while preserving culture continues as the younger generations take the baton from the old.